If Jesus is Jehovah in the Old Testament and Elohim is referred to as God in the Old Testament, can you please explain Deuteronomy 6:4, where it says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord Jehovah, our God Elohim, is one Lord, Jehovah," if you translate it in the original language?
Question 30. If Jesus is Jehovah in the Old Testament and Elohim is referred to as God in the Old Testament, can you please explain Deuteronomy 6, verse 4, where it says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord," using Jehovah, "our God," using Elohim, "is one Lord," using Jehovah, if you translate it in the original language? Okay, first of all, if it's in the original language, it's not being translated. But beyond that, Elohim is, while it is a name title for the Father, it has its own meaning. It is not only used as a name title for the Father, such as in Psalms 82 verse 6, it says, "I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High." In this verse, the word gods in the Hebrew is Elohim. In other places, or in other translations of the Bible, the word is sometimes rendered as angel or angels. It's rendered as gods. The actual meaning of the word is gods. It is the plural form of God. So, just because it can be used in reference to the Father does not mean it always is. So, besides being a name for the Father himself, this verse in Deuteronomy shows that it can also be used in reference to the Godhead. As has been mentioned in other questions, the Godhead is three distinct beings making one God or one ruling council. Now, the name Jehovah also carries its own meaning, which is the unchanging one. So, in Deuteronomy 6, if we are going to actually translate it, it would more directly say, "The unchanging one, our gods, is one unchanging one." This is very similar to other statements in the scriptures that say the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost are one God, which have also been mentioned in the previous questions. What this verse is saying is that the unchanging Godhead, which is our gods, plural, more than one, they make an unchanging council that rules over heaven. None of this speaks directly to the Father or to the Son, but uses these words in reference to the Godhead, even though in most other places these words are used in reference to the individual members of that ruling body.